And just to give you like a brief background on myself, I work in radio, and normally we're like 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and then we have to play commercials. There's no commercials tonight. I'm kidding, I won't talk too long here. And if I cut to weather, just excuse that. Alright, so Jake and I, we went to school. He is one of probably my oldest friends. There's another gentleman here, Hoffman. We're all from junior kindergarten together. And didn't actually become best buds till probably grade 8, which was kind of weird. Our 10th year going to school together. Never fought, never really didn't get along or anything like that. It's just one of those things, never bonded till grade 8. We found out we both skateboarded. That's kind of what helped the situation. I could ollie higher than him, for the record. Anyways, keeping track. Over the years, though, it was an absolute pleasure to get to know Jake's family. Getting to know his father, Charlie, was an absolute pleasure. He used to pick us up from the golf course all the time in his big work truck, the big train truck that he used to have. Even one night, I believe he woke us up and said, "You guys gotta make a repair, you guys want to come out?" So that was an absolute pleasure. I'll always remember Charlie. You were swinging this sledgehammer 100 miles an hour fixing something, then you asked me to grab it, put it in the truck, couldn't even pick the thing up. He's tiny, but he's mighty, that Charlie. As for Leona, I'll always remember the chocolate chip pancakes, Leona. Pancake after pancake. Every Pancake Tuesday on my morning show, I always talk about Leona's chocolate chip pancakes. As for his sister Brandy, we always had this weird kind of relationship. I always liked her. She always requested I stay 50 feet away. I didn't really understand why. I didn't feel it was that threatening, but through the years, Jake stole a few girlfriends away from me. Girls I was interested in. You think you can count on your buddy? Not always the case, but then later in life, I started to clean up his messes. As it would turn. It's kind of weird. We've dated a few of the same women. Kind of awkward, those phone calls. Like, "Hey, buddy, how you been?" There's always this joke, though, that I always had to approve of his girlfriends. Alright, because I knew later in life I was going to end up with her. So he'd always tell me, "Hey, I met this new girl, alright, what's she like, what's she interested in? Did she get the expensive meals?" Stuff like that. So he told me, Meg Hickey got in touch with me out of the blue. I'm like, "Oh, I always liked Meg. Knew her from high school, never really knew her that well, but got to know her, learned of her sense of humor. I made one Seinfeld reference in front of Jake and she laughed. I was like, "You watch Seinfeld?" She said, "Oh, I love Seinfeld. God, we're going to be so happy together." Then Jake calls me one Christmas or texts me, whatever you do these days, and tells me I asked her to marry me. I'm like, "It's my girl, what are you laugh for?" No, I was so happy for her, but that led me to believe Jake's probably the laziest Christmas gift shopper. I looked around, some different things, couldn't figure out what to get. Get her engagement ring. I was so happy when he texted that to me. Jake and I, we spent a lot of our high school years camping together, actually. My parents were avid campers, and my brother hated camping, so I got to bring along my other brother, Jake. Jake was like a second son to my parents, and I know that my old man, my dad would have loved to have been here tonight. He would have definitely had a hard time believing you got through the day without hurting yourself. Because that was one thing my dad always got a kick out of Jake. You could put him in a ball pit. He'd find a way to roll an ankle, punch his way through something. He'd always get hurt. And I know we all got a kick out of that. Jake, you were a pallbearer at my dad's funeral, and that's something that I'll definitely always be forever grateful for. And you provided the best comic relief ever, because he just broke his foot not that long ago. Of course, wearing a black suit, he had a white boot on his foot. And I laughed when I saw him hobbling down the aisle. Not a time to laugh, but I couldn't help it. So after high school, a lot of friends, they do go their separate ways, catch up, you're home for Thanksgiving, Christmas, that sort of thing. But we've done a really good job. I mean, this table here, it's all high school buddies. I mean, we're 10, 11 years graduated. We're still close as ever, and I know we're missing one near and dear to us tonight. So we'll definitely have a drink for Fraser a bit later. He should have been here too. It is amazing though, with Jake, we've always stayed in touch. I mean, we might go a few months without seeing each other, but there's always the odd text or something wrong with my car. What's this noise? I'll hold my phone up to it. Useless with cars, but that man is a good guy to have around. We're total opposites in so many ways, but it's worked, and that's been always the crazy part about our friendship. We are just so totally opposite, but always remain the best of buds. Since 2011, we've made an annual trip to Columbus, Ohio. There's this big rock festival that we do. Meg actually came on a few of those too, which was very cool. And seeing the country girl in there with the devil horns in the air was kind of nice. Like that. So 8 guys decided to go down to this festival just 2 weeks ago, actually. It was for Jake's bachelor party, and that's about all I can say about that. No, I'm kidding. The very last day, we decided we'd get a white t-shirt and put with marker on the t-shirt that I'm getting hitched, should I do it? And then on his back, we had yes and no. So he turned around, all of us grabbed the marker, we all put our check marks, and he said, wait a minute, which side's no on? I'm like, yeah, you don't need to know about that. But it was amazing going around. It was about a split. All of the Americans, there were some of them that said, the Americans, a lot of them said, oh, y'all gotta do it, oh, America's beautiful. Then Oz was in the background going, vote Trump. And then there was others that, oh man, you're crazy, don't do it. You see this broad, I've been married to her 20 years. Do we look happy? It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. But I think Ohio supports Trump, so we can't really take them seriously. Right? Sorry, guys. You're not wearing your pin, by the way. I was disappointed in that. But yes, we had an absolute blast and let out some rage, right, Brady? Yeah, you jumped around, you were happy. I think a parrot bit Brady when we got home. Normally he would have strangled that parrot. He just gave it a little pet. He's not even mad. Not even mad. Anybody who knows Jake, he is exactly like his father. Both physically, personality, and they're tiny, but they are mighty. Jake is one of the toughest guys I know. And when Jake complains about something, that something's sore, something's bothering him, take the worst pain you've ever felt and times it probably 5. And that's what Jake's feeling if he's telling you about it. He has been through just the medical procedures, everything that's happened to you, man. It's unbelievable. You're just so physically tough. It's definitely something I wish I had, because I'm just, if a bee flies around me, I'm freaking out. So. But as everybody knows, every tough guy, they have their soft spots. And with Jake, I think it's a few things. Dogs, for sure, is one. He brought home a horse and thought it was a pet.
Dexter.
Dexter's a gigantic dog. Any marks? Well, they have 2 beautiful dogs, 2 cats. I'm not using the word beautiful for cats. But Meg, do not be surprised if Jake comes home with another puppy, because if he catches eyes with one, Rock on the Range, there was somebody had a service puppy, and he was, I'm just petting it. This guy, mechanic, all tattooed and everything, just petting his little puppy. It was amazing. And then, I think shortly after they asked me to MC things, I'm like, oh great, I come up with a bunch of stuff, great. Then he tells me he's going to Justin Bieber's concert. You just wrote my speech for me. What a guy. And I'm like, oh yeah, what'd you do? How'd you screw up? What, you gonna make it up with Meg or something? No, my idea. I just wanted to go. She's coming along with me. I'm like, okay, I'm looking around for cameras. Like, what is going on? Jake wants to go to Justin Bieber. I've seen this guy like headbang the Mudvayne and all this crazy thing. Why are you going to Justin Bieber? And then there's 8 of us. There's a lull in the Rock on the Range Festival. He's trying to convince us it was good. He puts on a good show. He's talented. Bieber, come on, Jake. I still think there's cameras shooting out here somewhere. The guy's going to come out and point and run whatever those Just for Laughs videos are. Unbelievable, but again, Jake, Meg nailed it in her vows by saying that you do have that sensitive side. I know you don't want to talk about it. I know you don't want to show emotion. But he is just genuinely such a nice guy. We've had some amazing talks over the years, all those camping trips and whatnot. We've spent some definite quality time together. And it's just been awesome to get to know you. And then, again, whenever I found out that Meg wasn't going to be my girl, I was happy that you were the second guy in line, okay? Meg, you've been absolutely awesome. Not only do you accept Jake for all his quirks, you make fun of him. And that's enough for me. You two make just an absolutely awesome couple. I could not be happy for you. And I think I saw something on Jake's face earlier.